Coming up, it's a series that Philly leads 88 wins to New York's 86. But they have dominated since 2008. The Eagles have defeated the Giants 21 times. And they go for number 22 next.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This is Chase Edmonds, who played his college ball in the Bronx at Fordham. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. The 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Kaepernick now on first down. He'll find the Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. The numbers for Smith a week ago: 4 catches, 81 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
On second down, this is Edmonds. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they did.
Touchdown, Eagles! Rashard Higgins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Adoree Jackson on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now the first carry for Cam Akers, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 33 yards that time. They'll run here with Akers. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Cam Akers, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Open man is Higgins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These two teams all tied after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. To throw is Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Azeez Ojulari in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Off play action. Jones rolling to his right. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2nd and 20. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Jones looking for Shepard deep. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Extra point try, good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Room to run for Gaskin. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Myles Gaskin, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Off play action. Jones. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 49 yards on the ground for him so far. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Akers will score. Touchdown, New York. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From midfield, here's Kaepernick. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And maybe something in the defense that got Kaepernick's attention as he's going to call a timeout. As they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Again, it's Kaepernick. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. To throw, Kaepernick. Caught on the slant. Touchdown! Devontae Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And the Giants with one final possession here in this first half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But no kneeling for them.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
After review of the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that challenge, a successful one. Now Jones. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Jones. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. John Ross in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Gano now to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was finished up by a touchdown by the New York Giants. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with. And just like that, on we head to half number two.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first two quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They've got the lead yet again in this ball game with their winning streak right now sitting at 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He starts with a give to Akers. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run here with Akers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Akers hit. He coughs it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always
and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down?
After review the play, the rule on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So now
Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Kaepernick. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now Kaepernick. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though?
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. That goes for a gain of 31.
Yeah, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign. And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Open space inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And a look now at Nelson, who remains down. He appears to be shaken up a bit. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Another try for Barkley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Gano for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And all the way down to the 26.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
shrugs him off. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back into 32. Lorenzo Carter in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Giants. John Ross with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Giants add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. One play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Kaepernick going to throw. His short throw caught by Goddard. 4 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Here's Kaepernick to throw. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now, Kaepernick again. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
To throw, Kaepernick. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Kaepernick now to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Rashard Higgins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles get a score closer. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Throwing deep for Galladay. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Azeez Ojulari in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Azeez Ojulari in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Now Kaepernick got to have this one. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouth. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review.
Here we go.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Escaping the pressure right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So now the Eagles down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. On first down, Kaepernick. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. That's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Jordan Brooks in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
This is Smith with a grab. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their